For me, it's about the law and people. How am I supposed to quantify the value of these things when I don't have evidence?
I'm sorry.
And how people can resolve their problems and just be better for it.
Justice with passion.
I always knew I was going to go into law because I tried to see everybody's point of view in an argument. You say one thing, she says another. So who am I to believe?
Justice with truth.
Either you make the decision or I make the decision. You won't like mine.
This is Justice for All with Judge Cristina Perez. Julie Anderson is suing Tobias Clark in the amount of $795. Ms. Anderson claims her expensive frozen dog food spoiled while she was out of town and says her landlord is to blame for not promptly repairing a power outage.
Okay, Ms. Anderson, Mr. Clark, the defendant, is your landlord, correct?
He was my landlord.
He was
Your
your
Honor.
landlord?
Yes,
and
I've since moved.
Okay, so I understand you are suing him for $795 because there was a power outage in your building.
Correct.
Okay, and something got damaged. Give me the details and explain what happened.
Well, I went out of town. I've been in his building for 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a good relationship with his wife. We were really good friends and did stuff together, so you know, all that kind of stuff. When she passed away, he turned into a whole nother person. He didn't care about the building. He stopped taking care of stuff. When I called to complain my toilet or anything was stopped up, he had an attitude, didn't want to send the maintenance guy. He's just had a whole nother change of heart since his wife left. So every year for the last 7 years, I've been taking the same vacation. He knows that. We've had a relationship like that. At least I have with his wife. I go visit my mother and my daughter, and I take my 2 dogs with me. My dogs, Your Honor, are my life. I love my dogs better than humans because they love me unconditional. I don't hear no lip. My dogs are my everything.
Okay.
So I take my dogs with me.
Is it the same dates every year, February 24th through the 28th?
Yes,
or?
yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
It's the same dates I've been doing. I'm pretty anal, so I take the same dates, the same vacation.
All right. Okay. So you're always gone.
Always gone.
Is that
always
true,
gone.
Mr. Clark? That she's always gone around that same time every year?
Approximately. I can't remember her schedule.
I know,
with all due
but
respect.
she had been living in your apartment building for over 15 years. So how many apartments in the building?
We have 3 units in the building.
Okay, so only 3 units. All right. So
I do manage 2 other properties.
Okay, but where she lives?
Where she lives,
There's
yes.
3 units.
There's 3 units where
Okay.
she lives. where
So
Mrs.
she lived there for 15 years. Your wife, who passed away, had a good relationship with her. You, as her landlord, knew that. It's just a question. Do you know she took the same vacation every February?
She did take a vacation during the winter months.
All right, so she did. So this time you took a vacation.
Yes, I did.
And then what happened?
What
Ms.
happened
Anderson?
was, okay, so I'm out of town, you know, my vacation, my dogs. So then I come back, and I have this on my door. It was like shoved in between a crack. It could have fallen anyway.
Give
It
it
was
to-
just kind
give
of
it to
like
Sarah.
shoved. Thank you. And when I opened up and looked, and it said that we had a power outage. Something about one of the other neighbors. Your Honor, can I just tell you it's an older building. It used to be a house, and they converted into 3 units. So and it's probably like from the 1940s. It hasn't been updated probably since the 50s.
Okay.
So anyway, I come back, I read that, and it said we had a power outage. So I open my door and go in, and I smell something, and I'm like, what's this?
So when you walked into you found out you had a power outage when you came home after vacation, after the week
Yes.
that you were gone.
Yes.
So did your lights work in your apartment?
No. When I came in, I flipped on the light. And what really baffled me, Your Honor,
You had no electricity,
I had no
power.
nothing, and it's included in my rent. So when I come in, first thing no lights or anything, so I run to my freezer because my dogs are my life, and I have very expensive food. One's a vegetarian dog, and the other one, he's just fancy. So I pay $795 for my dog food. Yes,
Wow.
I do. But people spend $795 on their kids. I spend it on my kids, which are my dogs.
Hey,
They are my whole life. I do have a picture of my dog food in the
Okay.
freezer if you would like to see
So
it.
you really stocked up on
Yeah,
the dog
I stocked
food.
up. I cleaned out everything else in my
that's what-
refrigerator.
Okay, that's why it was so.
Everything else in the refrigerator was clean because I knew I was going to be gone, and I knew when I came back I can run through McDonald's or somewhere and eat, but I can't run out and get dog food.
Yeah, got
so
it.
I stocked up before I
Okay.
went. Can I just show you my dogs, Your Honor?
Give Cinder all of your evidence because
Thank
she's
you.
exercising
and here's
a lot.
my receipt. You're gonna love them. One's a summer dog and one's a black lab. They're the
Okay.
best dogs in the world.
Okay,
so
I'm
my
sure
refrigerator
they're
was clean
gorgeous.
because I knew, I didn't want my food to go bad. But my little deep freezer, because it's just little for dog food.
Yep.
I realized that it was spoiled. It only lasts 5 days when you take it out. So apparently the lights have been off longer than 5 days.
So they'd been gone. How many days were you?
I've been gone 14 days, so I don't know. There's no date on when the breaker went out or whatever problem
14
went out.
days.
Yes, I take 2 weeks, which is 14 days.
Coming up on Justice for All.
First off, this separate deep fridge was never cleared with me. We could have discussed that. That caused extra wear and tear on the circuits.
And later,
I was late, so I asked my ex-girlfriend today, thank you, to hold my package. Once I go to perform, once it was done, I come back and I ask her my package. It was lost.
if you'll be in the Los Angeles area and want to bring your case to court, call 1-888-552-6878. You're watching Justice for All with Judge Cristina Perez. We're back with the case of Julie Anderson, who is suing Tobias Clark for negligence.
What I was told was my neighbor has a space heater.
Okay.
And he plugged in his space heater and it blew a fuse or whatever. So
The whole power in the building
I don't
went
know
out?
about the whole power. I know
just
I
those
was
two
out and he
units.
was out.
Okay.
So
Did the
I
whole
don't know.
power in the building go out?
No, just we had a loss in those 2 units. By the way,
But
her-
okay, so the whole building, the only apartments that were affected
The
was her
upstairs.
unit and the next door unit next to her.
they're on top of each other. She's
Okay.
on the bottom floor, the one above
Okay,
it
so
was
those
affected.
are the third unit was not affected,
No, not affected.
and nothing else.
No.
Okay, so what did you do when you found out there was a power outage?
When we found out there was a power outage, I did have maintenance leave the note. I was in touch with them. They called. She's been arguing with me on that. They called, and we left the note on her door. I didn't want to put any private information that anyone could see. We basically were checking in if there was any issue.
But you kind of knew she was on vacation.
I can't remember her. I know
Did
she
you call
generally
her on the
takes
cell
around the
phone?
city.
Did you call her on the cell? Did you check on Unit 3 to make sure they were okay?
I checked on them. They were
Okay.
fine.
So did you call her on her cell phone to see if she was okay in there?
I had maintenance call her.
Did they leave you a voice
No,
message?
and I have a home phone too, so
No voice
I'm old
messages?
school. No voicemail because I have a cordless phone. You can't call if there's no electricity. The phone doesn't ring. So then I called him and I said, this is your property and this is your fault. I have $795 worth of dog food and I need you to reimburse me because had you came in right away or saw about it, you could have flicked everything back on and I wouldn't have had this problem. I don't have extra $795.
Okay, I gotcha. All right.
And
Anything
he's
else?
just been so nasty and he didn't even, it was time for me to renew my contract. Do you know he didn't even renew it? He told me, oh, you have 30 days to move, and I'll give you 30 days rent-free. You're not giving me anything free. You're probably using my deposit because you're going to
She got
say
her deposit back.
that I'm
was
a
glad
hoarder
to
because
get
I
her
have
deposit.
boxes.
Okay. All right. Anything else you would like to add, Mr. Clark?
Well, first off, this separate fridge, deep fridge, was never cleared with me. We could have discussed that. That caused extra wear and tear on the circuits and the breakers. So, yes, unfortunately, the upstairs neighbor, Larry, did plug in a space heater, which apparently caused the outage. It was drawing too much power. It's an older building, I will admit to that. But part of the issue is that had I known about this other
Did it cause a
fridge.
problem for the last 15 years? You've had your dogs for how long?
No, it's never
She
caused
hasn't
a
had that
problem.
fridge for that
They
long.
were in my apartment
how
a year
long
ago.
have you had this refrigerator?
I've had it over 7 years. And
Any
they've been in my
problems, any
apartment
power
that whole
outage?
time.
No
since then?
problems.
All right. Okay. So then clearly it's not her extra freezer.
No.
So anything else you want to add, Mr. Clark?
Your Honor, this tenant has been a thorn in my side. This is not the first time I've had a complaint of this nature. There's other issues with appliances that she's complained about. She's been getting a good rent for what she's been getting for the last 15 years. I mean, at this point, though, it's a liability. I basically had,
Well, she's no longer there.
thankfully,
You can raise the rent now.
I have.
You could have raised the rent then. I don't know what kind of lease you had, but clearly that's not an issue now.
Yes.
The issue is that did the landlord act reasonably when there was a power outage that affected all the apartments?
No.
I don't think that you did, because if you knew the power was out, completely out in unit above her, you checked on unit 3, you did that probably on purpose, you or your maintenance person, because it's an old building.
Yes.
You probably had suspicion or reasonable, it could have been reasonable for you to figure out that her apartment was also out. That on top of suspecting that she was gone, you didn't call her, you didn't try to go in.
Maintenance called her, Your Honor.
You didn't call her, you didn't try to go into the apartment to try to figure out what's going on. You kind of just like lackadaisical just said, whatever, I'm just not going to even deal with it. So she's on vacation anyway. She comes home, she has no power. The fact that she has no power when she comes home, obviously there's a problem, and you didn't take care of it. So based on that, I don't find that you acted reasonable as a landlord should to make sure that everybody was okay. So based on the fact that I believe you as a landlord did not act reasonable to make sure that the premises were habitable after the power outage, that is the reason why the dog food got ruined, the very expensive dog food, okay, of $795. So based on the evidence, I will find in favor of the plaintiff and award her $795.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Good luck.
All rise.
Judge Perez has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant has been ordered to pay $795.
I totally agree with the judge. He was being a bum landlord and not taking care of business, and I've been an awesome tenant.
I don't agree with the decision today, but I wish her and her dogs the best of luck.
Coming up on Justice for All.
I come back and I ask her my package. It was lost. It's on
Did
the
you
car.
buy it or?
Negative, ma'am. It was a fan that gave it to me.
Oh, on that day, that
Yes.
same day? So as you're walking in, a fan just gave you this cologne?
Affirmative.
You're watching Justice for All with Judge Cristina Perez. Brian Heralt is suing Nia Collins in the amount of $575. Mr. Heralt claims a fan gave him an expensive bottle of cologne at his concert and says he entrusted it to his girlfriend, but she lost it and needs to pay for her carelessness.
Mr. Heralt, you are suing the plaintiff, your ex-girlfriend, for the value of cologne she lost. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
$575?
That's correct, Your Honor. I do have proof of it.
Okay, I'd love to see it. Must be very good smelling cologne, no?
Yes, indeed.
Okay. Tell me what happened,
Oh,
please.
you don't have it on paper?
Yes, I do. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So what happened, madam, is I was performing. It was one of my shows. I'm a lead singer of a band. And I was late, so I asked my ex-girlfriend today, thank you, to hold my package. Once I go to perform, and once it was done, I come back and I ask her my package. It was lost. It's on
Did
the
you
car.
buy it or?
Negative, ma'am. It was a fan that gave it to me.
Oh, on that day, that
Yes.
same day? So as you're walking in, a fan just gave you this cologne?
Affirmative.
All right, so you got this as a gift, and then you gave it to Miss Collins for her to hold during the performance. How long was the performance?
Around 30 minutes, Your Honor.
30 minutes, that's it. So all she had to do was hold it for 30 minutes.
Exactly.
And that's it. All right,
That's
so
it.
is that true, Miss Collins?
Well, first of all, I suggested he put it in his car or something first because he didn't have like a backstage area to put it in.
But he said he was late for the performance.
Yeah, he didn't have time, so he just kind of pushed it off to me. He didn't really formally
But he's your
ask
boyfriend,
me.
so you're going to say, of course I'm going to take care of it, right?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Coming up,
Maybe one of his like female, because they're all females that he invites backstage. All his female groupies, one of them must have taken it, or a stagehand must have cleared the whole table.
You're watching Justice for All with Judge Cristina Perez. We're back with the case of Brian Heralt, who is suing Nia Collins for property loss.
Then what was the big deal?
Well, I set it down because halfway through his performance, I wanted to take some videos of him, some pictures, things for social media, and there was a table behind me. I set it down on the table. I go and I take the videos, I take the photos, and when I come back, the whole table is cleared. All like the waters and things on the table.
How long were you gone?
Probably like 5 minutes or so.
Did you ask the venue where the event was happening if they cleared the table?
I did. Once I noticed that like the table was cleared, I started looking for it. I figured maybe one of his like female, because they're all females that he invites backstage. All his female groupies, one of them must have taken it, or a stagehand must have cleared the whole table. While I was looking for it, he finished his set and came back, asked me where it was. I told him, I don't know, it's gone. I lost it. It must have been stolen or something. And he did not accept that answer, and we started having a verbal altercation.
All right, and then, so you said before that you yourself also asked the venue and nobody cleared it, and you were gone for less than 5 minutes.
Yeah, no.
Did you leave your purse there too?
No, I had a bag. I was on me the whole time.
Did you know how expensive it was?
No,
He didn't tell you from the beginning?
no. The fan literally gave it to him, and then he
Did
had
it
to go
bother you
inside.
that the fan gave it to him?
It did upset me.
Why?
He flirts a lot with his female fans. I have
But
evidence.
he has to. He's in the entertainment industry.
But
Thank
he
you,
doesn't
Your
have
Honor. Thank you.
Your Honor, he doesn't have to flirt. I have evidence that he flirts with them on social media, eggs them on
Okay, but
in
that's
front
not
of me.
really evidence. I mean, how is that even relevant?
Judge Perez's verdict when Justice for All returns. You're watching Justice for All with Judge Cristina Perez.
If you're going to date a rock star or date somebody who was in the entertainment industry, you kind of have to take it. Jealousy has no room in there for anything.
It's what I tried to say, Your Honor.
I understand.
He's dating you. You're his girlfriend, not the fans.
Yes, I understand he has to engage with his fans, and I understand that there's like this fantasy and everything, but to do it in front of your girlfriend, Your Honor, is very
But
disrespectful.
he's not
and
doing
we've
it
had-
on purpose. On purpose.
He is doing it on purpose.
At least I'm not hiding, Your Honor.
Okay, at least you're not hiding. Okay. The only piece of advice I can give you as a woman is jealousy is a woman's worst enemy. It ruins women.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay? All right. So based on the evidence, Mr. Heralt, I will grant your claim for the amount of $575 because the defendant was tasked with taking care of this very expensive gift. She did not act reasonable, was a little careless, left it without looking after it, so she clearly was under her control and lost it while it was under her control. Good luck to you both.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All rise.
Judge Perez has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant has been ordered to pay $575.
I told you from the very beginning that I will win this case, and see, jealousy, it's not good. You would have stayed with me otherwise.
I don't know. I'm done dating D-list celebrities.
This has been a production of Allen Media Group.